Okay, lesson 2, composite figures. Alright, as we discussed that before, composite figures are figures that are composed from something, right? Composed of many figures, many simple figures. So before you learn, right, cut a triangle from the corner of an A4 size sheet of paper, how would you find the area of the remaining figure? Think about it. This girl is thinking, she doesn't know what to do. Alright, the figure PQRS is made up of the triangles PQS and QRS. Okay, so here is a complex figure that you see, but if you break it down into two triangles, right, it's not that complex. You can see your right triangle and another triangle, right? So you can see your triangle PQS, right, and your another triangle, this one. Okay, everything is simple. In the previous lesson, we learned how to find the area of triangle. So if you mastered that concept, you shouldn't have any problem with that. So area of a figure PQRS is the sum of the area of triangle PQS, right? And the area of triangle QRS. Okay, PQS and QRS. All right. So area of triangle PQS, that's the first thing they calculate, right? PQS. All right? That's the triangle that we consider, right? We know the base, QS is the base, right? It is 16, and we know the height, perpendicular line 9. Right? And this is what they do. Half of the product of two factors, 16 and 9, 72 square centimeters. Okay, all right. Now the next thing they do, they find the area of triangle QRS, the right triangle, right? Same thing. Here is the base because it's right, one of the sides, because the triangle is right, one of the sides is actually the height, right? So, and you can see this is basically the half of this rectangle, right? So this is what they do. Half of the rectangle with side 16 and 7, right? And the area is 56 square centimeters, right? And the last step, what they do, they found two areas. They found one area in the first step, they found second area in the second step, and they just add them all together, sum up, and the answer is 128 square centimeters. All right, okay, that's it. Let's go to the next page. Okay, so here's an interesting figure. The rectangle PQRS is made of the triangles PQS. So PQS, right? This triangle. QTS, this is the cut out part, right? And TRS, right? Find the area of the shaded part. Shaded means pinky, right? Shaded. Okay. All right, this is what we do. So obviously, right, in order to find this area, we need to calculate the whole area of the rectangle, and we need to remove this piece, right? And this is what they offer us as a method 1, right? Area of the shaded part over here, area of the shaded part, area of rectangle PQRS, our rectangle, minus area of triangle QTS. That's this one, right? And we know how to calculate the area of the rectangle. The length is 10, the breadth is 7, and the area is 17. And now we need to find the area of the triangle QTS, right? This is our base, right? And we extrapolate it here, and we put the perpendicular line, and this is our height, perpendicular line, right? So this is what we multiply as a product, and we divide it by 2, and we get, this is how we get our area, 21 square centimeters. All right, so we get area of the rectangle, we get the area of the triangle. We just simply subtract the area of this triangle and we get the answer, 49 square centimeters. All right, gonna clean it up. And the second method that they offer to us is that we need to add up the areas of two triangles, two pink triangles, this one and this one, PQS and TRS, right? PQS and TRS, okay? All right, everything is straightforward. They are right triangles. You know the height of them, you know the base. So let's check the first one, area of triangle PQS. This is the base. This is the base, right? And this is the height, right? Here is the line, perpendicular line. Okay, and you divide it by half, so half, 7 times 10, and you got your 35 square centimeters. All right, now second one, there is one little trick here, right? We need to find this base. We need to find this base. We know the height of it. We know the height, 7 centimeters. We need to find the base. And we know that QT is 6, right? So PS is same as this one, right? 10 centimeters. So how much is this piece, right? This piece is 10 minus 6, which is 4 centimeters, okay? All right. Gonna erase this thing. We know the base. We know the base, this is 4. We know the height, this is 7. And we can calculate the area. This is what they do, 14 square centimeters, right? You put them all together. I'm gonna clean it up, right? Area of triangle PQS is 35 square centimeters. Area of triangle TRS is 14 square centimeters. And this is what they got, 49, same answer as here, 49 square centimeters. Easy peasy. Okay, hands-on activity, work in pairs. Use the cutouts provided by your teacher to form a composite figure. I'm greedy, I'm not gonna give you anything. But you can do it yourself. Alright, that's the good news. So just find a paper, grid paper, and yes, square grid paper. And here are, for example, these 3 figures, right? Try to copy them, yeah. So just basically squares, squares, everything, and then you will see, right, what they want us to. Whoop. Sorry, that was a phone call. All right, yeah, what I was saying, that they want us to understand the concept that every composite figure could be broken down into simple figures, right? Like in this case, you're gonna take your 1 centimeter square grid paper, you're gonna copy this blue figure, right? And you will see that you can take scissors and you can cut it out, and you will see that you will have a square with the side of 2 centimeters, right? 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters. And here you will see that you will have a triangle, right? With your base of 2 and your height of 2, right? And you already know how to calculate the area of the triangle, right? So 1.5 times 2 times 2, and you know, of course, how to calculate the area of rectangle, 2 times 2. This is gonna be 4, this is gonna be 2, and the area of the composite figure will be, the area of this is 4, the area of this is 2. Of course, obviously, 4 plus 2 is 6 centimeters squared, all right? So take your time, try to do the same thing here, right? Take a figure, break it down, take this figure and think how to break it down. Oops. Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know. There are different options, so you can do it yourself. So yeah, basically I've just explained the same thing, it's just the numbers are different, right? Now they give us a absolutely totally same figure, but yeah, with a different sides, different numbers, right? So here is your composite figure. It's already where's my pen? Already split it for you, right? So you can see you have a square with the size of 10 and 10, right? And you can see that you have your triangle with the base of 10, so this base is the same as this one, right? And your height of 10. They give you the height, right? All right, everything is super straightforward. Area of figure A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E, right? So this is how you call the composite figure, right? Is the area of the square ABCD, square ABCD, and triangle ADE, and triangle ADE. All right. Okay, so it's plus, right? Area of the square, 10 times 10. 10 times 10 is 100 square centimeters. Area of triangle, right? We remember the formula is a half of what? Of, again, base is 10, height is 10. 10 times 10. And then it's gonna be 50 square centimeters. And the area of the figure is this area is the right? The area of the figure is this one plus this one. So 100 plus 50, 150 square centimeters. That's it. All right. Okay. 1B, right? We are here. The figure ABCD is made up of triangles, right? ABF, this triangle, AB, that's right. I'm just gonna shade it. ABF, this triangle, BCD, right? This triangle here, and then AFD is the last one. Is this one, right? AEFG is a rectangle. So this, they're talking about this rectangle, right? And they tell us the size. All right, this is important just to notice. When you see these small things like little lines, right, on the sides, it means that they are equal. And this is what they tell us. AE and BE are equal, and they're equals 3 centimeters. Same thing here, because this thing is equal to this thing is equal to this thing, right? These little signs here, they also tell you that these two things are equal, right? This AG is equal to GD, and both are equal to 5 centimeters, right? You can see that there are two of them to show you that they're not equal. This is not equal to this. All right, well, everything is pretty intuitive. Basically what you do, you calculate, you know how to calculate the area of triangle, you calculate the area of each triangle, right? So triangle ABF, right? ABF, this one, right? It has the side, oh sorry, it has a base. Base is this one. It's made of AE and EB, right? This one's 3, this one's also 3, so the base is 6, right? Times, this is the height. This is the height. This thing is 5, this thing is 5, so this thing is 5 too, right? Times 5, times, we divide it by half, right? By 2, sorry. And it's gonna be 15. Right, now we found, so what is it? Square centimeters. We consider next triangle BCD, right? We extrapolate and we make it, that's not very straight, but it's okay. You draw a perpendicular line, right? And this side is equal to this side. We know that this is 10, 5 plus 5, right? So this is 10 too. This is 10, okay? And we know the base. The base is 5 centimeters. Again, this is 10, this is 5. This is 5, right? So triangle BCD is what? Base is 5, height is 10, and we divide it by half. 25 square centimeters. All right. And the last one, last triangle that we consider is AFD. AFD triangle. AFD. Right. We have a height which is 3 centimeters. You can see that they're same, right? And we know the base. Base is 5 plus 5, 10, right? 10. 10 is base, 3 is height, and half of it. 30, 15, right? Okay, so what is the answer? You sum up all of these triangles now to find the area of the composite figure, ABCD figure. Area of ABCD is equal to 15 plus 25 plus 15, 55 centimeter square centimeter. All right. Okay, this is the last page of the lesson 2. And before the chapter review, I'm gonna make the chapter review in the next video. So 4 problems, let's look through them. Here, the figure, the composite figure, everywhere you need to find the area of the colored area, yeah, or shaded area, how they call it. So, the problem number 1, right? Look at this figure, composite figure. Everything is broken down for you very nicely. You can see that you have these 2 triangles, triangle 1, triangle 2, and you have a square, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it. They tell us that the square is ACDF, ACDF, right? Okay, all right. So the square with the sides, you find the square. The area of the square is 14 times 14. You find the area of triangle, right? This is 14. This is 5. This is height. This is base. So 1/2 times 5 times 5 times 14, right? Is gonna be the area of this one, and you have 2 of them, right? So you multiply it by 2, or basically you don't need this thing, right? So it's all right. That's a bit confusing. Sorry. Area of triangle: 1, 2 times 5 times 14. Right, this triangle is totally same. 1/2 times 5 times 14. Yeah, you find this area, you find this area, you find this area, you put them all together, and you're supposed to get an answer of 266 square centimeters. All right. Next one. No, I'm sorry. Next one, right, is this yellow thing. I'm gonna clean it up. All right, so it doesn't confuse you. So we're talking about this yellow figure, right? You break it down like this, and you consider this thing, right? So kind of like this. So this 2 plus 4 is gonna be the height, right? This is the right angle. This is the height of this. So we are thinking about this triangle here, right? 2 plus 4 is 6. 6. All right, sorry. Let's do it again. I don't want to confuse you. Here is how we break it down. So they tell us that RS and ST is 4 centimeters. 4 centimeters, right? So if this is 4 centimeters, this one is 4 centimeters. So this one is 4 centimeters, and this is how we build it up, right? This piece. This is gonna be 4, right? So if this is 4, this 6 plus 4 is 10, right? And this is how we build it up, like this. So if this is 10 and this one, if this one is 10, right, and this one is 7, then this one is 3. So we write it 3. And this one is the same thing as this side. Sorry, 2 plus 4, 6, right? Okay, now we can see that we have basically 3 things. We need to calculate our whole rectangle, and we need to remove our white triangle and white rectangle. All right? So this is what we do. First, the big rectangle. Like big rectangle, right? The whole thing. This the side, one side is 6, another side is 10, right? So 6 times 10 is 60 square centimeters. Right? Big rectangle, big rectangle. Now we want to find the area of this rectangle, small white, right? The one side is 2, another side is 4. So 2 times 4, small white, 2 times 4 is 8 square centimeters, right? And this white triangle is left, and 6 times 3 divided by 2, right? So triangle, white triangle, right? 6 times 3 and 1.5, right? Divided by 2. 18 divided by 2, 9, right? Square centimeters. So now we have 3 areas. This is the whole area minus this and minus this, right? 16 minus 60 minus 17, right? So the area of the yellow figure is 60 minus 17 is 43 square centimeters. That's your answer. Okay, 43 square centimeters, the whole area. All right, I hope you followed. Let's check the next one. Gonna erase everything. Okay, 1E, right? The figure ABCD is a rectangle. Okay, thank you for letting us know. The area of triangle ADE is twice the area of triangle AB. The area of this triangle that we need to find, blue. Oh, come on. Blue, yeah, is 2 times bigger than the area of this triangle ABE. All right, so this is 2 areas, this is 1 area, right? Altogether 3 areas. Okay, very straightforward. So at first we need to find the area of this triangle, right? And it's very easy to do. We know the base, we know the height, or whatever is base, whatever is height, and we know that the area will be the half of it, right? So the area of this big triangle is 12 times 8, 12, 1 over 2, right? Which is what? 48 square centimeters. It's 48 square centimeters. So we just found the area of this triangle, right? And now they tell us that this area is, so as I said, this is 2 areas, this is 1 area, so 2A plus 1A is 3 areas, right? So, or if you think of it like using your model drawing, right? There's gonna be units, right? So these 2 units is this blue thing, blue triangle, and that's it. If your 3 units, if 3 units is 48, right? Then how much is 1 unit, right? You 48 you divide by 3, 16, right? And they tell us that the area of this triangle is 2 units. So 2 times 16 is 32 square centimeters. All right, 32 square centimeters. Very easy. Last problem. Let's erase everything. Last problem. Okay, green figure looking like a paper plane. Right, in triangle ABC, so ABC is the big one, right? ABC triangle. They tell us BC, right, is the base, and The height is, oh, they don't tell us the height. Alright, sorry, got distracted for a second. We continue, right? So the area, this green area, is one big triangle minus this small white triangle, right? And they give us everything, right? We need to find this. So the small white triangle is BEC, right? The BEC area of BEC is, here's the height, here's the base and half of it. Base is 16 and height is 5, right? And this is what we do, right? This is gonna be 40, right? 40 square centimeters. Now we need to find the area of the big one. The area of the big one. Here is the height, which is made from 7 and made from 5, right? 7 plus 5, 12. This height is gonna be 12. The base is 16, right? And we calculate the same. So our triangle ABC. Triangle ABC is half of 12 of 16, right? Okay. Which is what, 96 square centimeters. We have the area of the big one. We have the area of the big one, right? And we have the area of the small white triangle. So the green is the difference, right? The green is the difference. 96 minus 40 equal 56 square centimeters. All right, that is it. Pay attention on this workbook, right? So for this lesson, you need to complete workbook A, practice 2, and here are the pages. I'm gonna close this thing, no, over here. Workbook A, practice 2, pages 93 to 96. Well, this is also gonna be explained, but you have to try first. Okay, next video, chapter review, and we're gonna wrap it up. See you.